What a danyo, what a dang, go danyo. Oh, what a dang. Well, my name is Blakk Rasta, and I want to say thank you so much. I do appreciate it, I do love you. This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Shunomo, where we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we would only just criticize to build and not to destroy. We are in the service of God and country. This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Shunomo, and here we speak truth to power. Nobody is bigger than the truth. And the very first story I am looking at today is taken from 3news.com. My own 3news.com, the most authentic source of news online. And it says, double citizenship. Jackie Quakeson resolves to support constitutional amendment. And I read, as in not member of Parliament, James Jackie Quakeson has resolved to work on and support the Constitution. That's the Amendment Bill 2021. If passed, the bill will ensure that Ghanaians holding other citizenships can occupy certain key positions deemed to be sensitive to national security. In his message of appreciation issued on Tuesday, June 4, after his swearing in, Mr. Jackie Quakeson said the country is faced with numerous challenges such as massive unemployment, economic bankruptcy, macroeconomic instability, corruption, environmental degradation, declining education standards, and other politicized state institutions. These challenges call for Parliament to be more assertive in its oversight, lawmaking, and deliberative functions, he stated. Expressing optimism about the country's future prospects, the Asinot MP said the entire pool of human and natural resources at the country's disposal must be harnessed to achieve broad-based and sustainable growth. The calls for leveraging the skills and talents of our citizens, including those who hold other citizenship. Okay, he says this calls for leveraging the skills and talents of all our citizens, including those who hold other citizenships. I therefore look forward to working on and supporting the Constitution, that's the Amendment Bill 2021, in this endeavor. This Jackie Quakeson man is not a patriot. He should never have been elected and chosen by the people of Asinot. He's a man who does not understand what we need in this country. You are there talking about environmental degradation. You are talking about falling standards of the citizenry, and you are there talking about dual citizenship. What a paradox. And I wonder why people are supporting this guy. What this guy is telling you is that if he has the power to do whatever he's supposed to do, he would make sure that dual citizenship is allowed in this country. That the so-called sensitive positions in this country that dual citizenship holders are not allowed to hold, he would make sure, if given the opportunity, those positions become insensitive, and Ghanaian citizens holding other citizenships would be allowed to hold those positions. I say not. You see the disgrace you have brought to yourself. I have always talked against this man. And it's nothing personal. A man who has lived in Canada for 47 years. A man who was not ready to give out his citizenship. And his reason was simple. How about if I go for the elections and I don't win? That means I would have lost twice. Listen, right now what the country needs is not cowards like Jackie Quakeson. The country needs people who are ready to plunge head deep into the affairs of this nation, hook, line, and sinker. The biggest problem we have in this nation is not environmental degradation. The biggest problem we have in this nation is not the lack of good roads. The biggest problem we have in Ghana is the problem of patriotism. What is patriotism? Belonging and supporting your nation. Hook, line, and sinker. You can't look into the eye of a needle with two eyes. No, sir. Now you voted the man. And the first thing he's telling you is that I am going to work very hard so that dual citizenship holders can hold sensitive positions in Ghana. It hurts me, my brother, my sister. We need our citizens to look only inside Ghana. Now, if you want to be a dual citizenship holder, that is for you. You can keep it. These are the people who stay only 2 days in Ghana, and the rest of the days they are in their so-called other nations. That is why they are never ready to let the other citizenship go. How many Americans are interested in holding another position or another citizenship in another country? How many British citizens are ready to do that? Yet when it comes to us, give the opportunity. Every Ghanaian would want to be a dual or a triple citizenship holder. And the reason is that, our nation is going through economic crisis. And by holding a dual citizenship, it means that at least your position would a little bit be ameliorated. It's sad. We need all our citizens, my brother, my sister, to be patriotic. We need the label of single citizenship. Labels are very important. Names are very important. Give the opportunity to Ghanaians here. A lot of them would hold dual citizenships. Some of them would even kick aside the Ghanaian citizenship and pick up other citizenship. My brother, let them come right here and say, we want Ghanaians who are ready to throw away the Ghanaian citizenship and become Americans. Immediately, you'll be shocked that the whole nation, including kings and chiefs, would all throw away the Ghanaian citizenship and pick up the American citizenship. How did the Americans get their country to be this enviable? It's because of patriotism. If you have people like Jackie Kwesi who are running around there and looking to bring in this canker into our nation. If I were the president of this nation, nobody would hold dual citizenship in this country. If you are American and you want to be Ghanaian, you must renounce your American citizenship. If you are Ghanaian and you want to hold another citizenship, renounce the Ghanaian citizenship. Go! Jackie Kwesi is a disgrace to Ghanaian patriotism. It's a disgrace to Pan-Africanism in this nation. And I keep saying it. Before you guys realize, it might just be too late. And I hear Mahama also saying, we will amend the constitution so that dual citizenship. Hey! Dual citizenship holders are welcome into the country to do whatever they want to do. Do they have to take political positions before they are able to serve? This country needs a lot of patriotism. And this is not the time to encourage dual citizenship. Anybody who wants to be a dual citizenship holder, the way is there. Open the gate and let them walk through. This is a canker. It's a deadly disease that is going to swallow all of us if we give them the chance. I don't know how many people agree, but it's not important. The most important thing is that we need our nation to have very patriotic people. In the days of Kwame Nkrumah, patriotism was written on the foreheads of almost every citizen. Today you see a Ghanaian boxer and he says he's a British. He's boxing under the flag of the British people. You see a Ghanaian who speaks Twi more than me. He's an American and he carries the American flag wherever he goes. This is a shame. If you want to be American, that's okay. But you cannot hold dual citizenship. If I were the president, this will be what I will do. Yabo! I still want to look at Jackie Quayson, and it's going to be very quick. This one I'm reading from Peace FM Online. And it says, we will boycott Parliament anytime Jackie Quayson goes to court. And this is NDC. These are NDC MPs warning. I read. The minority members of Parliament have served notice that they will not participate in the business of the House as long as they are seen not MP. James Jackie Quayson appears in court. Speaking in Parliament on Tuesday, the 4th of July, after the swearing in of Jackie Quayson, the minority leader Kasela Tuforsin said this. I wish to serve notice that the entire minority group would accompany our colleague to court today and any other day that he is to appear in court. Atuforsin said, Mr. Speaker, we are solidarizing with our colleague and we will not participate in the business of the House anytime our colleague is in court and will be withdrawing from the chamber after this ceremony if the court processes indeed happen today. So you see how we can have sellouts. This NDC minority is nothing but a sellout. Because of one man, the whole nation should grind to a halt. A man who has held dual citizenship for how long? Lived in Canada for 47 years. Was not ready to sacrifice for Ghana. He was only ready to hold his dual citizenship and still participate in Ghanaian politics. Twice, he was turned down, accepted to us by Alote Jacob. Finally, he was forced to push and renounce his Canadian citizenship. And he committed perjury by lying to the people of Ghana that he held only one citizenship, when at the time he actually had two, Ghana and Canada. Today he's going to court. You are trying to find a way of putting pressure on the system so that this guy will be exonerated. Shame on you. So you see what your minority is doing. The constituencies that voted for these guys in the minority, you see, they are blackmailing you. People are not ready to be patriotic in this country. All they are doing is nothing but politics. If Jackie Quayson goes to court, we will follow him to court. Okay, that's a good thing. Why don't you put the court days on the days that Parliament is not sitting? Put the court cases there. They are trying to put pressure on the legal system and the system in general so that this guy will be exonerated. No, sir. That precedence will never be had in this country. We have to push it. If he has to suffer for his crimes, he must suffer. Nobody is bigger than Ghana. How can you sit down there and sacrifice the whole nation because of an unpatriotic guy like Jackie Quayson? What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? This is how you want to win the next election? No, you guys are not serious. Last thing I'm going to look at, I see Eric Mawena Egbeta running into the studio. He says, and I'm reading from Ghana Web, if Ghanaians had listened to me, we wouldn't have gone to the IMF. And who is speaking? Alan Trematin, former Minister of Trade and Interior, and the NPP flag bearer aspirant Alan Trematin has asserted that Ghana could have avoided seeking assistance from the International Monetary Fund if his ideas had been heeded and implemented. During his Greater Accra Delegates Tour, Alan Trematin highlighted the president's special initiatives introduced during the erstwhile John Agyekum Kufuor's administration as a game-changing concept that would have transformed Ghana's economic trajectory if embraced by the nation. Oh, what a shame. So these are the cowards who want to lead this nation and become presidents. My God, what a shame. This is what Alan Chemantin is saying. If the nation had listened to me, we would never have gone to the IMF for support. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to Nana Akufo-Addo? Because you are a coward, you couldn't tell Nana Akufo-Addo in his face that, hey, Nana, you are not going in the right direction. So I resign. A coward like Alan Chemantin decided to stay in power until it was time for him to contest for the flag bearership. I wish you will never even get zero. I wish you get negatives. These are the cowards. They wait for the Titanic to sink. Then they say, oh, I had the antidote. In fact, all we needed was super glue. And I had the super glue in my pocket. But nobody asked me for it. Jesus have mercy. Can you believe this infantile talk? Can you believe this? Nobody's bigger than the truth, brethren. You were with Nana Akufo-Addo all this while. Nana Akufo-Addo was running down this nation, making this nation run diarrhea. This nation hemorrhaged. All this while, you didn't say anything. Now that you want to become flag bearer, you are dissociating yourself from Akufo-Addo's dirty governance. What a joker. He's a reason Kennedy and Japan would stand a better chance than all these guys. Baumia and all of them. It's a big joke. And it hurts me, my brother. What is this? And when they behave like this, they take the whole nation ransom. They take the whole nation captive. To God be the glory. Please, don't joke with the nation. Don't do that. Do not do that. My name is Blakk Rasta. Eric Mawena Egbeta is in the house. Mawena, how are you doing this afternoon? Everything good with you?
Yes.
You good?
David, as always.
I'm very happy to